a tourist, and I'm just doing a quick live stream, another update on the hurricane. Is it Milton? What a name, Milton. Sounds like something out of like a 1940s like crime movie or something. Milton. Trying to stay positive, of course. I mean, I'm worried, but I'm not like panicky worried or nothing. I mean, like I mentioned before, this isn't my first rodeo with hurricanes. So, I mean, but you always got to take each and every one very serious, which I am. Rain's coming up and down. It's not too bad right now. It's been a lot more calmer this last 45 minutes or so. Second, I want to make sure I got something correct. Fix something. But yeah, it's not too bad right now. It was more rainier and breezy earlier, but I know this is kind of like a calm period. It's interesting. Hurricanes sometimes are like waves. You get somewhere it's really intense, and then periods where it's not too bad. I mean, this could almost be considered almost like an average storm at the moment, but I know it's going to get a lot more. I appreciate everyone's well wishes. Everyone's been very nice. Doesn't look like much probably from you, but there's a screen here, so it kind of cuts down some of the rain. But like I said, it's not too bad now. Definitely cooler out. I think last time I checked the temperature, it said it's like 75. If it wasn't for this hurricane, it'd probably be 80 something, 90 right now. So temperature wise, this feels really good. Oh, hello, Lightning McQueen. How are you? Just kind of doing a bit of a live stream with what's going on with the hurricane. That's good. Yeah, it's picking up a little bit now, but it goes ups and downs. I hope my car over there will be okay. I did clear the garage to put the car in there, and I may do it. My only concern is if the power goes out, I'll be able to open up the garage door. I know you can detach it from the motor. I'm worried about still being able to open it. I don't know if it's just going to either slide up or whatever. It'd be pretty heavy. So I'm keeping an eye at the moment. That little lizard still here. Hope he'll be okay. Yeah, look at that cute little lizard. This storm doesn't bother him. He's tough. He's not afraid. He's a tough little lizard. Just seeing if anyone is going to come in and want to talk. Yeah, it's picking up a bit now. Before I started, there about 45 minutes or so, it wasn't that bad. But like I said earlier, it's like waves. It goes up and down. I would definitely be a lot more nervous if I was on the coast. It's interesting how that tree would barely move. This one, you definitely see the movement. Not going to be doing too much of this. See if anyone comes in. Yeah, I'm going to do this a little bit longer. And then I'll probably get going, maybe do another one later. I don't think too many people's going to be coming in. But that breeze does feel pretty good. But to give another recap for people who just joined, starting to pick up a little bit more now, the wind and the rain. For about 45 minutes before I started, it was not as well, it was more lower, the wind speed and the rain. But this is just the very beginning of what we're going to really see. Tonight, very late tonight and early tomorrow morning is when it's really going to get bad. This is just basically nothing compared to what's going to be. And that's how it is a lot of times with hurricanes. It starts off kind of because you get the very outer ends usually, and starts off kind of soft and it just intensifies, and you kind of get waves, moments where it's worse and then better, worse and better. But the path of this is pretty much going to go generally about right over where I live. I'm going to see if I could prop this phone up and put it down and switch it around to me. Sitting on my porch at the moment. Hey, I'll show you all the area out here in a little bit. But I hope everyone's doing okay. Especially if you're in like the path of this, you stay safe. Got 4 people in here. It's been more. Over here, speak up and be recognized. Now it's just 1. Sometimes I'm not sure that's accurate. I do enjoy this wind and this rain. I just, I don't mind rainy, windy days as long as no one gets hurt or any damage or nothing. But I know this is just more than just a windy, rainy day. So far, like I said, this isn't too bad, but it's going to get worse. Interestingly, I was planning to go to Disney World today. Um, I was thinking about coming today. Well, I was thinking about doing it, coming here last week, coming today. You know what I mean? But then you would start hearing about possibly a hurricane. I better not, so I didn't. From what I understand, Disney was open till like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, supposedly today, if that's correct. I'm sure there's some people flock down there because they think the crowds would be less and it would make some good video. I'm not going to go through all that for that. Plus, I think you take a chance when you do that, and I don't live like right next door either, so I'd have a bit of a drive to get there. So, best to do the smart thing, especially when you live it farther away than me. That I do is to stay home. Why take any unnecessary risk? Not too many people has come in here and said anything. I'm surprised. There'll be more people will be interested in what's going on. Of course, I doubt very many people is looking at for my videos or my channel to get updates in the hurricane, which is good because you want to go to the professionals, different news stations and all that. I can only tell you what I see from here. If anyone wants to talk about anything or have any questions or anything, just speak up and be recognized. It's interesting how this thing up there can jump from 0 to like 7 like instantly. Sometimes I think it takes a while before it gives you not a view count but a participation count, I guess you could say. See, now it fell right to 3. I mean, I can't believe 4 people just left just in that instant, But who knows? I am not a computer expert. If we lose power, I'll lose the internet. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do Yes, I might be able to go through like Wi-Fi direct, but I don't know. Normally that doesn't work too well out here. And hopefully you can hear me and see me pretty good on this. It's better when I do it off my main computer inside than the phone. Let me show you the weather out more. So not too bad. Some extra wind and rain, but not too much. At the moment, I think there's more wind than rain. See, I'm at almost 15 minutes. I'm going to go to probably 20 unless some more people comes in here. See the birds up there. They better get some cover because it's going to be getting really windy soon. Put you down again. Just wait and see if anyone in here wants to talk. So I'll probably go to 20 minutes. I'm at almost 17, so about 3 more minutes. Something. Gonna get dark soon. It's one thing I hate about this time of year, because when it gets later in the year, the latest it's lit generally down here is usually June 21st. Then it starts getting darker sooner after that. I prefer that time of year when it's lighter. Then when they do the time change, which I think is going to be next month, it's going to be like completely dark, like 6, and I hate it. Which some might think it's a little funny I'm saying that because I'm sort of basically a night owl, but I'd rather just get more things done during the day, you know? Yeah, this thing looks like the time reset because it was 16 minutes or so a second ago. Now it says 17:33. Not so sure why it's saying that. Because I know I've been on here definitely longer than that. What time is it? Let me see. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to give this till 10 anyways, which means I would have been on here about 20 minutes anyways. Especially looking to see if anyone's going to want to talk. I'm definitely bushed. I said earlier I was going to I thought about putting my car in the garage, but I was worried about being able to get it out if the power goes out. I know there's a way you could disconnect your garage door from the garage door opener, but I'm worried I might be able to lift the garage door up on my own. So those things are very heavy, more than you think. So that's a pretty big risk because we lose power for a few days and won't be able to get my car out, which means I'm pretty much marooned here. So I'm going to leave it out there. It's a risk, but I guess a calculated risk. I had to move a whole bunch of stuff in my garage. I think I have enough room. That's another thing. I'm not 100% sure either. And I don't want to get it in there and find out I can't close the garage door and I have to move more stuff. There are some heavy boxes in there. This kills my back. All right, I'm probably going to get going. It's been about 20 minutes or so. You know, the clock on here doesn't say that now. I don't know why it changed. But basically, about 45 minutes before I started this live stream. The wind and the rain slowed down a bit. Now it's starting to pick up again, but that happens, comes in waves, usually. Just a lot of rain and definitely some extra wind. There was some thunder and lightning earlier. We've been having up and down tornado warnings in my area, but I haven't seen any. So that's definitely lucky. Hopefully none of those come around, because those are scarier to me more than a hurricane, because hurricane you usually have a warning. Tornadoes you do not. And you could have a bigger chance of surviving a bad hurricane when compared to a tornado, because that just takes out everything. Right, I'm going to get going. I'm going to try to live stream again later. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Let me show you the outside world a bit more. See, look at the trees. Doesn't show as much on camera, but they're definitely moving around a lot more than you think. Especially if you look at the trees in the farther back, like right, not this one, but those right there. Those are taller, and you can see it a bit more. Like I said, it doesn't seem to show it on camera as much. All right, I'm going to get going, everyone. Hope everyone has a nice day, and I'll try to live stream again later. And I'll also be doing some shorts updates. So, well, thanks for stopping in, Max Eisenhart and Levon Drew. I was just about to go, but I can stay a few more minutes if you want to talk. The wind's not too bad yet, but this is just the very beginning. It's very breezy, a bit more breezier than normal, but not too bad. Definitely a lot of rain, some thunder, some lightning. There's been several tornado warnings in the area. Well, I'm in Central Florida, Levon Drew. The inside-y part. I don't want to get too specific for my location, obviously. Yeah, I'm going to try to live stream again later, and I've been doing shorts. Updates of giving the time and everything. It's pretty much going to go right over my house. That's what the line looks like. So it will be directly hitting me. How strong it'll be, I don't know. Well, I don't know about that, Levon. You know, hurricanes are just a natural force, and whether we like it or not, they're going to happen. Hi, BZB917. I hope everyone's doing good. Yeah, you guys popped in like the very last moment. I was like 10 seconds away from going. Yeah, I'm going to stay put. There wasn't any evacuation orders for my part of Florida. If I was on the coast, more likely I probably would have left. But yeah, basically in my area, they're basically just saying to stay home. I was going to take my golf cart for a ride earlier and try filming some, but it was raining really a lot more earlier, so I decided I don't know if it's pretty safe to do that. And I don't know if you see my car's out there. I made room in the garage to fit it enough, I hope, because I had to move a lot of boxes around. But I hesitate doing that because if the power goes out, I won't be able to get my car out. You could detach the garage door from the garage motor. I know how to do that. But I'm worried about getting my garage door open. I'm not sure if I'll be able to lift it because that is quite heavy. Oh, a lot of them. 20 years worth. So a lot of hurricanes. Really, the worst was Hurricane Jean in 2004. So we got struck here. Let me put you down. That year we got struck by 3 hurricanes in like less than a month period. Gene, Charlie, and I don't remember the other one. Was it Francis? I'm not sure. Even though Gene was the weakest, it did the most damage around here because it was the slowest, so it hung over the area like a really long time. So sometimes the weaker hurricanes are the worst of hurricanes if they stay over an area long enough, you know? At least from my perspective. Yeah, so I got 20 years worth of hurricanes I'd been dealing with. So this isn't my first rodeo. I'm not panicky or nothing. I'm not saying I'm not so cavalier where, oh, I'm not nervous one bit or nothing. I mean, I am. It's a concern because, you know, more than likely people will die from this hurricane. And it could be any of us. So you got to be careful. You don't want to just think, it's a storm or anything like that. No, you don't want to be like that. Yeah, it does cover damage. It all depends. Like if you have problems with flooding, you have to have the insurance part that covers that. And it's just a whole complicated mess. 20 years ago, my parents had some damage to their house. And they had an insurance guy come out, and they ended up getting nothing. The insurance didn't pay for nothing. You know how insurances are, they try to get out of it. But I will try to do another live stream later. And like I said, I've been doing short updates every hour or two. I'd say maybe 6 days. That was from Hurricane Gene. A couple other times I have power, sometimes for a few hours, sometimes a little longer. But that was the longest, and I tell you, it's miserable when you don't have power like that because it gets pretty toasty here in Florida, even this time of year. Like it's in the 70s now. Last time I checked, it was like 75 degrees. If it wasn't for this hurricane with all this cloud cover and all that, it would probably be 80 something, 90 degrees right now. I hope I don't lose power. I might not. I probably will. And if I do, hopefully not that long. But it's weird. Last year, I don't remember which hurricane it was. The lights flickered, but I had power. And then, like, the city over, they were out of power for like a week. So it all depends where you are. Yeah, but if anyone has any comments or questions, let me know. It's good to be talking to people because helps you be distracted from all of this, you know. It does feel pretty nice out here, though, with the coolness. I actually enjoy windy days like this. But I know where it's coming from, so I prefer it not to be happening because of why it's so windy. This also, I guess you could say, is good sleeping weather. Yeah, I have some, not as much as I should. I didn't prepare nearly as well as I should have for this. Just so much going on recently. But I think I have enough to be okay for a while. And I do have some extra water and stuff. But I should have more canned goods. That's what I'm really not as well prepared on. And if we lose power for too long, the stuff in the freezer and the fridge will go bad. And that'll be pretty big deal because that's a lot of money out the door. You know, food's not cheap anymore. Next time I'm going to try to be more prepared. There's some things I need to get for this. And it's my fault. I've been here a long time. I should be more prepared. I'm just an idiot sometimes. Yeah, from what I understand, they closed Disney down like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I thought I heard. I mean, people still stay in the resorts, and they'll take care of them, of course. I guess Disney's known for doing that, and it's a very safe thing to be there. And I know some locals sometimes, especially if they're in a more dangerous area, will actually go and try to check in at one of the Disney resorts and stay there because Disney protects them more. I mean, if you're in a Disney hotel, it's going to stand up to a hurricane better than a home, I guess. But Disney's very loath to close down. They've only did it like a handful of times since they first opened. And usually when they close down, for say like a hurricane, they're not closed down for long. And they have their own. They're on their own power grid, so lesser chance of them losing power. I actually last week I was planning to go to Disney today. This is before we really knew about this hurricane, so I wasn't able to do that, which is fine. But I haven't had luck with getting to Disney. Every time I seem to want to go, there seems to be bad weather or something else comes up. Thank you, Lizzie Tex Borden. I appreciate your kind words and everything. I'll let Mom know. It means a lot that you took the time to stop in and let me know that. Just dealing with it as best as I can, that's all. That's really all you can do, you know? You just gotta get through this. And like I said, this is my first rodeo. So, I mean, I get nervous about it, but I try to stay calm and positive. But thanks for stopping, and I appreciate it. You take care too, Lizzie Tex Borden. I appreciate everyone stopping in that did. But if anyone has any other questions or anything you want to talk about, let me know. I gave it a few more minutes. Well, I actually got a lot of tornado warnings on my phone and on the news. So there's been several. One thing I gotta do, I gotta take the dogs out a little bit on extra time because when it gets to a certain wind speed, I'm not gonna be coming out here, especially with them. It will not be safe. Probably gonna go do that soon. It's not too bad now. I wouldn't want to be out here like midnight doing that. Actually, y'all, he's still there. He's a brave little. That's can't really tell from this angle, but I think it's like Mediterranean gecko. Might be a brown and null. No, I'm pretty sure it's a year like Mediterranean gecko or house gecko, but it's the way the eye looks. those guys can be pretty testy. I've been finding them in my house a bit more recently, and like especially baby ones, and they're fast. And when you grab them, boy, they don't like it. They try to bite you, and they bit me, but it doesn't hurt or nothing. So yeah, they're brave little guys. If you think about a human being compared to even a full-size one like that, we're gigantic. All right, I think I'm going to get going. So I want to take the dogs out now, do it a little bit more extra before it gets too bad, then I'm not going to be able to do it. And you know dogs, they're going to want to pee or take a dump at the really worst time. And that's why it's better to try to avoid that, especially one of my dogs. He's an older fellow. He has to go more. Thanks for everyone stopping in. I appreciate it. I will try to do another one of these later. And of course, I'm doing updates with shorts every couple hours to let you know how I'm doing and how the weather here is in my part of Central Florida from Hurricane Milton. Like I said, it's going to go right up there, right over us. And basically, this is part of it. So that's Milton right up there. Bad Milton, bad. Whoever thought to pick the name Milton for a hurricane? It's like a 1940s detective in a movie or something, you know? Detective Milton at your service type thing. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody. Bye.